I'm about to ruin something for you. Something you do every single day without thinking about it. And once I tell you, you're going to notice it constantly. It'll bother you at random moments. You'll bring it up at dinner parties. Your friends will hate you for sharing it. I genuinely considered not making this video because some knowledge you can't unlearn. Some facts burrow into your brain and change how you see the world forever. This is one of those facts. And the worst part? It's not dramatic. It's not scary. It's just uncomfortable. Like finding out your favorite childhood memory was slightly wrong, or realizing you've been pronouncing a word incorrectly for 20 years. You ready? Because there's no going back after this.
Let me ask you something simple. When you brush your teeth, do you wet the toothbrush before or after putting toothpaste on it? Don't overthink it. Just what do you do? Most people have a routine. Wet brush, add paste, brush. Or paste first, then wet. Maybe you're one of those chaos agents who wets it, adds paste, then wets it again. Whatever you do, you probably think it matters, right? Like there's a correct order that makes your teeth cleaner. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter at all. Zero difference. The toothpaste works the same either way. Dentists have confirmed this repeatedly. But you still have a strong preference. You might even feel slightly disgusted by people who do it differently. Why? Because humans are pattern-obsessed creatures. We create rituals around meaningless things and convince ourselves they matter. Our brains love consistency, even when consistency serves no purpose. And that's just the warm-up, because what I'm about to tell you is way worse than toothbrushing preferences. It's about something you can see right now, something you're looking at this very second.
Your nose is always visible. Right now, as you're watching this video, your nose is in your field of vision. It's right there, at the bottom center of everything you see. A permanent, flesh-colored obstruction sitting in the middle of your view. Your brain just filters it out. It decided a long time ago that your nose isn't important information, so it erases it from your conscious perception. Like Photoshop, but automatic and constant. But now that I've mentioned it, you can see it. That little blur at the bottom of your vision that's always been there. And here's the part that really messes with people. You can't unsee it now. For the next few minutes, maybe hours, you're going to be hyper-aware of your nose. It's going to be right there, impossible to ignore. Eventually, your brain will filter it out again. But every so often, maybe when you're trying to fall asleep or sitting in a quiet room, you'll remember. And there it'll be, your nose, just existing in your face. You're welcome. But honestly, that's not even the worst one.
Let's talk about your tongue. Right now, where is your tongue sitting in your mouth? Is it pressed against the roof, resting at the bottom, touching your teeth? Here's the thing. There's no comfortable position. Your tongue is just there. This big, wet muscle taking up space in your mouth. And normally, you don't think about it because your brain suppresses that awareness. But now you're thinking about it. And suddenly, your tongue feels weird, too big, awkwardly positioned. You're trying to find the natural spot, but nothing feels right anymore. Some people say the tongue should rest gently against the roof of your mouth, just behind your front teeth. Others say it should float in the middle. Dentists have opinions. YouTube videos have opinions. But here's what nobody tells you. Before I brought this up, you weren't thinking about it at all. Your tongue was fine. It was doing its job, existing peacefully in your mouth without requiring conscious management. Now you're in manual mode. You're the pilot, and your tongue is just this strange passenger you have to deal with. Oh, and while we're at it, you're also breathing manually now. You're suddenly aware of every inhale and exhale. Is it too shallow? Too deep? Should you breathe through your nose or mouth? See what I'm doing here? This is what psychologists call conscious awareness intrusion. It's when you become hyper-focused on automatic processes that normally run in the background. And it's everywhere once you start noticing it. Think about walking. You don't consciously think about left foot, right foot, balance, shift weight. You just walk. But if someone asks you to think about how you walk, suddenly it feels mechanical, awkward, like you're a robot learning to move for the first time. Or blinking. You blink about 15 to 20 times per minute without noticing. But the moment someone mentions it, you become the world's worst blinker. Too frequent, too slow. You forget when the last blink was, so you panic blink just to be safe. The same thing happens with swallowing, with the position of your jaw, with whether your shoulders are tense or relaxed. Your body is running hundreds of automatic processes right now, and your conscious mind is blissfully unaware of most of them, until someone points them out. And then you're stuck in this weird liminal space where you're half-conscious of things that should be unconscious. It's like being aware that you're dreaming, but not quite awake. Uncomfortable. Uncanny.
So why does our brain do this? Why filter out our nose, our tongue position, our breathing rhythm? Because if it didn't, we'd go insane. Your brain processes about 11 million bits of information every second. Visual data, sounds, smells, touch sensations, proprioception, where your body parts are in space, temperature, pain signals, internal organ status. It's an overwhelming flood of input. But your conscious mind can only handle about 40 to 50 bits per second. That's it. That's all you get. So your brain has to choose. It filters out the irrelevant stuff and only lets through what it thinks you need to know. Your nose position? Filtered. Tongue placement? Filtered. The feeling of your clothes against your skin? Filtered. Until something disrupts the filter. A mention, a question, a sudden awareness. And then bam, you're stuck with it. The reason this feels so uncomfortable isn't because anything's wrong. It's because you're experiencing a normal process that's supposed to be invisible, like seeing behind the curtain of your own consciousness. You're not supposed to be this aware of your body's mundane functions. It's inefficient, distracting, exhausting. But now you are.
Here's what really bothers me about this, though. It's not just physical things. This same principle applies to everything in your life. Think about how many mental filters you have running right now. How many things you've normalized, accepted, stopped questioning because your brain decided they weren't worth your attention. Maybe it's a habit you've had for years that doesn't actually serve you. Maybe it's a belief you inherited from your parents without examining it. Maybe it's a pattern in your relationships that you filtered out because acknowledging it would be uncomfortable. Your brain is designed to make life manageable by hiding things from you, and most of the time that's helpful. But sometimes those hidden things matter. Sometimes the background processes need to be examined, the automatic patterns need to be questioned, the comfortable ignorance needs to be disrupted. And that's the real curse of awareness. Once you start seeing the filters, you can't stop. You notice more, you question more, you become aware of your own consciousness in ways that feel both fascinating and deeply weird.
So yeah, I warned you at the beginning. You're now aware of your nose, your tongue, your breathing, the feeling of your clothes, the position of your jaw. And beyond that, you're aware that you're capable of becoming aware, that your normal experience of reality is just a heavily edited version of what's actually happening. Will this awareness fade? Probably. Your brain will re-establish the filters. You'll go back to unconscious breathing and nose blindness. But every now and then, maybe when you're lying in bed or sitting in traffic, you'll remember. And you'll feel that weird awareness creep back in. You'll see your nose, feel your tongue, question your breathing, and you'll think, Damn it, that YouTube video was right. I really do wish I didn't know this. But here's the secret. Knowledge like this isn't actually a curse. It's a reminder that you're alive, that you're conscious, that you're more than just an autopilot meat robot stumbling through existence, even if that reminder is occasionally annoying as hell. Thanks for watching, and sorry about your nose.